Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. Fields it inside the 5-yard line.
Tough way to start this game, but it would be quite a statement if this offense could drive 90-plus yards and a score on their first drive. But who knows if they'll actually be able to do it.
Field position here for the offense. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. One down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid game, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Second down play coming up for this offense. On the handout, they'll test the right side here. In the clear at the 25. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? At the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes, as they claim the lead in this playoff game.
Well, all the film work that they've done to get ready for this game, here we are in the opening drive. They see exactly what they thought they might see based on their film work. It pays off, and this back had a ton of space to show you what kind of speed he has.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open score. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Well, they thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. Handoff here from the shotgun. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Defense makes the stop very close to a 1st down.
Well, they're going to come up short of the sticks here, and we got a tough decision at this point in the football game for the head coach. What will they do now on 4th down?
4th down, he's throwing for it. Complete to the running back, but can he get there? They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45, a solid gain. The Longhorns have 1st and 10 here. Inside deals now from the shotgun. And they bring him down, but not before he reaches the 38. 1st down from there.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Short throw complete to the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker. Physical tackle there, big versus big.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He can be the quarterback safety blanket.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They stop him, but it's a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
They'll give it to the back. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2. Longhorns are in the red zone. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looking to the end zone. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So the holding call on the offense will back them up 10, and they'll try it again. Now this is the 8th play on this drive. There's the handoff. He shreds the tackle. Doing a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. He's hit right as he throws it, incomplete.
When a defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback, 3rd down, critical down and distance, did a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Okay, here comes the Ohio. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. As the first down is still going. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Finally make the tackle, but not before he crosses midfield. First down to the 44.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. You think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers. But we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. Here's the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards. They're on 1st and 10.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And the quarterback keeps it here. First down, looking for more now. Touchdown, Ohio State. He broke away, and they couldn't catch him.
Chris, I don't care what era we're talking about in college football. Defending the option when it's really well executed, one of the toughest things that defense can do, and this quarterback deserves a lot of credit. A great feel of when to pull it and when to give it. This time he keeps it himself for the touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. It's hard to win these games just kicking field goals. They need to find the end zone here, some urgency. Gets it out quickly to the left side. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated and get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Longhorns pick up enough for a first down here.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Pocket breaking down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Caught quickly. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth.
Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Bit of a risky decision here to go for it on your own side of the 50, but guess what? They make it work. Keep the sticks moving.
And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, there's just so many things happening on these read option plays, and they happen fast. This defense has done a good job of trying to prevent this quarterback from hitting the big play. He gets some yards here, but at least he didn't get out for a big gainer.
Defense is coming after him. He'll just throw that one away to avoid what would have been a sack. Third and short here in this playoff game. The 8th play of the drive. Defensive backs up with the line, showing press. Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And gain enough to set up first down now at the 39. The Longhorns begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Looks left and finds his target there. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
Signs the quick throw.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Looking to pass here on second down. He escapes the pocket. He's going to take off here. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
Oh, this is a great job here. Looks downfield, nobody open, takes off and tries to use his legs to go for it, and gets to the sidelines, gets out of bounds, avoids the hit, and most importantly, he got that first down.
The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7. Well, Ohio State has the lead here, Kurt, and the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. Bowlers all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns. So with playoff pressure curve, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there.
Oh, man. In situations like that, just take a fair catch or a touchback. Now you've hurt your offense by giving them poor field position.
And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Finding some room at the 25. And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. The 10. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Chris, you don't see this kind of play very often. That is coast to coast. This guy, with the speed that he has, when you get him into the open field, we know how dangerous he is. But it started at the line of scrimmage. Great blocks up front, initially to free him up, and then the rest is all about that speed.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? On first down, it's play action. Pressure is coming. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. Here's the second down play. Play fake, looking to throw. Going for a big play downfield. Oh, and it's nearly intercepted, but dropped by an excellent defensive player. It's going to bring up third down.
Chris, that's a classic case of predetermining what to do with the football. You've got this incredibly talented receiver, arguably the best athlete on the field. I get it. You want to get him the football, but throwing into double coverage, that's a no-no and a great way to throw picks.
On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, he makes the catch. He'll earn the first down, but paid for it with a hard hit.
Good job here by this offense coming up with his first down on the third down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
Longhorns are moving quickly down the field.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offensive rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Takes off in a bootleg. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
This is why you don't predetermine what to do with the ball as a quarterback. He wants to throw this as he rolls out to his right, but instead he keeps his eyes downfield, recognizes there's nobody open, so instead he decides to become the runner, and he's a real threat when he has the ball in his hands.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Running back with the football. Breaks through the tackler. And he runs out of bounds there to avoid the contact and take the loss. Now it's second down here. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. He makes the grab. Breaks into the clear. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Here comes a handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that first down marker.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
He is stopped cold on 3rd and inches.
Who called this one? Interesting call by, I guess, the offensive coordinator. Hands it off to the tight end, and I respect his ability, but I'm not surprised it didn't gain many yards.
No punt. Offense still on the field, going to go for it on 4th down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
I think it says a lot about this coach's confidence that he has in his team, that he sticks to running the football on 4th down. You know, a lot of teams, they might try to get cute, pull out a special play that they've been practicing for weeks. But not this guy. They just line up, run the ball, and pick it up.
Handoff to the receiver on 1st and goal. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. So still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kurt.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They make the tackle, but not for a solid gain on that pass. As the tight end flex out into the slot, looking for a matchup there.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And they'll force him out of bounds after a short run.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Second down play coming up. From the gun, he looks for an open man. the receiver. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
It's the 2-minute timeout. This offense running out of time to cut into this lead before the break. That completion makes it second and short. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Another great play by this receiver. And I'll tell you, the offensive coordinator is doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be first down and goal. Now a chance to cut into this lead before halftime. It's first and goal. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
He keeps it on a design run. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it in the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do. They made it look easy.
And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Fire to the right side, complete.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch.
Boy, that's got to be a breakdown in coverage or a missed assignment. There's no way that a receiver should be that wide open.
The complexion of this drive suddenly changing. One massive play, and they're closing in on the red zone now with the first down. The senior able to make the stop after a short game.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Play fake, looking to throw. Rolling to his left, outside the pocket. He's got it near the end zone. Bring it down short of the goal line, but it's first and goal from the 2.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
The offense trying to cap a really impressive first half, trying to punch it in here and build on this lead before halftime. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Oh, man, these guys will not be stopped. Talk about putting up points before halftime and then really putting some distance on the scoreboard. This defense is officially reeling.
So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime of the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. They're going to run it here. First down and more. He's still running. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience. The hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Pitch made on the out route. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
This will likely be the last play of the half. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick this away to start the second half. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. After falling way behind in the first half, they need to find a spark right now to cut into this big lead. Quick throw complete to the tight end. It's a big pickup after the catch, more importantly, holds on to the ball despite taking a huge hit.
Yeah, Chris, that's the thing that really stood out to me. I didn't think he was going to be able to hold on to that ball because of that big hit, but he does. He doesn't get the first down, but he gets big positive yards, and more importantly, I think he gains more confidence in that quarterback to throw him the ball again.
So a positive play, Kirk, with the crossing route. This is the defensive communication the coaches were worried about in this game.
Yeah, it really is a challenge in this call. When the offense goes with that deep crosser, the defense has to do a good job of communicating, really keep...
And here he goes. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Looking to chuck it again. The receiver makes the catch.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Quick pass, the catch is made. Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, Longhorns. Strong game by this quarterback. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. So some of that first half lead is gone. This game has gotten tighter. There's some urgency now in this possession. They'll hand it off. He's got the first and still going. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Ohio State. It's an easy job for the play caller, right, Kurt? They can't stop the running back. Feeding the ball. Scores again.
Yeah, I came into this game really thinking we'd see more from this quarterback and all these wide receivers that they have, but instead, it has been the back. And as a smart play caller, you just keep going back to the guy with a hot hand.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. First down, looking to throw the football. That's reeled in. It's Butler. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Completion makes it second and short. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
The Longhorns keep the football on the move.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
It's an out-out, the catch made, and he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker. That completion makes it second and medium. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. A deep shot to the left side. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
The offense takes a big shot here downfield. I thought they may have a chance, but the defender makes an unbelievable play to get a hand on the ball and knock it away.
The ball is picked off. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Tough running to avoid a loss, and just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. That's big. They convert on third and set him up first down from the 32.
We got a short hiccup here, but just what they needed. This will keep the drive moving, and you know what it's going to do? Plant the seed on this defense. Anytime they run that option, beware the quarterback.
The Buckeyes lining up here on first and 10. QB decides to keep it here. He finds some space. He's in the clear. Will not be brought down. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And the route is on.